Hi guys, welcome back. We are starting our live now. Just give me a second. आज का टॉपिक है इस्लामिक नेटो and what do this Islamic NATO between Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Pakistan mean for India. I mean, is it targeted towards Indians or what is the purpose of it? We'll discuss all that. उससे पहले let's see थोड़े लोग आ जाते हैं तो we'll start हाँ. Okay. So yeah. So Islamic NATO. It's the first time I think there is a military bloc that is being made on the basis of religion. Na? So that's what you can expect from Islamic NATO. अभी this phase अभी I think 7 अगस्त को ये official हुआ है and it's quite in the initial stages. देखते हैं क्या बनता है. So main three countries of its founders are Turkey, Saudi Arab, and Pakistan. All are ruled by dictators to an extent. I mean, Pakistan is a hybrid system ruled by Mullah Munir. Saudi Arab is by MBS Mohammed bin Salman, of course, Crown Prince. मतलब वो तो शुरू से ही लगे हैं रहे हैं ऐसे ही. So and Turkey, the new Khalifa Erdogan. So ये they have formed an alliance, particularly in the wake of destabilized security system on the global sphere. तो ये चीज़ हो रही है and what are its benefits for these countries? What are its repercussions for the world security system? Will there be a nuclear armed race now? Will there be a conventional weapons race now? Will the balance of power shift in these regions, that is in the Central Asia, Saudi Arab, Arabian Peninsula, and the Indian subcontinent, and to an extent to Europe or the world as well? So we'll discuss all that in this live. So yeah. So before I start, I'll just quickly go through my third poll. So I've created third poll, which is a platform to voice India's issue, India's concerns, India's voice from the Indian perspective, from Indian lenses. From Indian lens, we have seen that the global coverage of India has not been very positive. People have been very racist towards Indian perspectives, and we have seen a rise of hate campaigns against India and Indians. So this is one of my way or steps towards countering those hate and that negative perspectives against India or Indians, and giving many Indians a platform to raise their voice and shift the narrative and give India's voice. So this is a platform for all of you guys. Let's create a community. Let's come together and build a platform which keeps Bharat first, India first, and give India's opinions unapologetically and with a sharp keep with a sharp and key analysis. So yeah, we'll start it from here, and we'll discuss this topic. So before that, I would like all of you please join and let's start this thing. So yeah, I'll wait a few more time now, a few more minutes, and we will start our thing. So NATO. So NATO was an organization formed after World War II. It was Atlantic Treaty Organization that was mainly formed at the to counter USSR during the Cold War period, and its main aim was to restrict the spread of communism and Russia or the USSR to the Western world, to the Western Europe, and gradually many European states have become part of it. One of them is which is not in Europe. It's on the gateway of between Europe and Asia, and that is Turkey. Turkey. I mean, earlier it was Turkey, and now its name has been Turkey. So yeah, it has been very vocal and has been becoming very aggressive, especially after the coming of Erdogan, who after I think 2016 coup attempt became a really, I mean, emerged as a very hardcore leader, and he spreads the any opposition that was rising against him with an iron fist. So yeah, this is Turkey, and Turkey has been eyeing to get a hold of the Muslim world, become a leader of the Muslim world, and this Muslim world, and there is a growing. I mean, few years back there was a growing competition between the Saudi Arab and Turkey and Iran, a tripartite struggle to lead the Muslim world. And since now Iran has been put on brakes by Israelis and Americans, there are two leading powers that are emerging, and that is Turkey and Saudi Arab. Saudi Arab is also its own share of problems, and it was under the security umbrella of USA. But since the attack on Iran by the Americans, we have seen the retaliation by the Iranians, and that has left many people in surprise, and a lot of American bases all over the all over the Arabian Peninsula were attacked. So there was a retreat of American bases, American troops from those regions, and this has dwindled many of American allies' trust in the America in the Arabian world. So one of this alliance is also a repercussion of that only. So I mean, no one is willing to bet on America's security guarantees. So we'll come to Saudi Arabia in a minute. So that's what I wanted to discuss. Key, what is the background of this military alliance, and why? I mean, a lot of talks are now going on various platforms of a rise of middle powers and security alliances that are being formed. A lot of armed race has now begun. We recently saw last year Operation Sindoor, Pahalgam attack, and after that Operation Sindoor between where India retaliated against the terror attack that was perpetrated on its soil by the Pakistani terrorists, and then that began a short and hostile conflict between these two nuclear armed neighbors. And if we this is so from that time, the security situation in the subcontinent has been quite fluid. We have seen Pakistan becoming very prominent in its role in uh, bringing a deal between the Iranians and the Americans, and it has refound its strategic importance in the eyes of Donald Trump. And this यही पे उसका अपना फायदा उठा रहा है पाकिस्तान, and trying to get benefits. So I'll will discuss what is this Mecca Defense Pact. So it's a three new country collective security alliance. That means, I mean, it's a NATO style alliance. That means attack on one will be attack on everyone. So this is both all these countries, that is Turkey, Saudi Arab, and Pakistan, brings their own heft with them for this alliance. Like I told you, what is the background of it? Why these countries felt the need of excuse me, why these countries felt the need of making such an alliance, and what is the background of the domestic situation between in these countries? I mean, Saudi Arabia is facing a security threat from Iran as well, from Houthis as well. Turkey, we all know that Turkey is trying to establish a new caliphate of 21st century under Erdogan, and they have border disputes with Greece, with Cyprus, and with Armenia. They have an animosity there. So these, and Pakistan, we all know. I mean, Pakistan wants to just establish itself, wants make itself relevant, so it will sell itself in any way. So yeah, what these three countries bring to this NATO alliance, one Saudi Arabia brings, of course, Saudi Arabia is the oil hub of the world. I mean, lots of oil they have, so and of course the financial strength they have. So yeah, they can disrupt the markets in on any day by by manipulating the oil prices. So yeah, Saudi Arabia brings in the financial and the energy and the oil, and Turkey brings its military industrial complex. I mean, Turkish drones are a force to reckon with. So yeah, and Turkey has a good sort of mm, military, and of course Pakistan, it brings nothing except its geographic location that connects Indian subcontinent with the Middle East and Saudi Arabia and the Arabian Peninsula, and of course the nuclear warheads and the nuclear power that it brings itself, that it brings to the alliance. So the core principle of this alliance is nothing but an armed attack on one member will be regarded as an armed attack on all. But there is a caveat here. I mean, we know that Pakistan has always been attacked by many all its neighbor. Iran has attacked it. Even okay, that was pre the Mecca Pact of this pre NATO alliance, but pre Islamic NATO alliance. India has attacked it. During Operation Sindoor, but okay, one can, for an argument's sake, one can say that was pre 2025, pre 2026. But Afghanistan, I think, continued to attack it. There are a lot of attack by Taliban party, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, TTP. There is some Mujib brigade that internally a lot of trouble is there for Pakistan, and this is what it is. So yeah, all these countries face many domestic challenges as well as foreign and military and security challenges. But to counter those, they have made this Mecca Defense Pact. So let's see what is the substance of it. How much will it be able to counter any attack on these countries? I mean, if and there's also a question that arises in Indian security establishment and the common Indians, that is this pact against the Indians? I mean, against India, because yeah, we all know that Turkey has been quite antagonistic towards India, especially we saw it during Operation Sindoor, and of course Pakistan is the born enemy of India, and Saudi Arabia, though it has never been an enemy of India, but it has always covertly supported Pakistan and Pakistan's position on Kashmir and on many other issues because of the religious factors. So yeah, so they have, though we do have a good working relationship with the Saudis. So is this alliance formally a NATO? No. NATO, like, does it have its secretariat? No. As of now, nothing. It's only the agreement that they have signed, and we see how far does this go, and how much will it be effective, because Pakistan and Saudi had already signed an agreement, I think in last November or December, somewhere later half of 2025. But yeah, we'll see that how now if these countries have formed an alliance, will the will the uh, enemy state of these countries will also form alliances. Like Saudi Arabia is also has also bitter rivalry now, growing rivalry with the UAE, and UAE and India has been forming a very foundational level of strategic alliance. So we have formed framed certain Arctic agreements, UAE and India. So we'll see how this fluid situation evolve. And regarding, okay, we'll discuss that later. So we'll discuss why this was created now only. So before that, I want to see if there is any question regarding the discussion that we have had so far. So yeah, this, let's see. So guys, before I move forward, I want to say, guys, like we all know, continue. Let's continue to support this platform. Let's like it, share, subscribe, ask questions, whatever the questions that you may have, be it on any topic. We'll discuss that. We'll deep dive into many of the topics. It will not be a one-way communication. Let's have it a two-way communication, and let's consolidate our understanding of the global affairs and what is happening around the globe, and how the foreign security, foreign things happening outside India shapes our everyday life, and what what is at stake, what are the things that the world is facing, what are the things that India is facing. Let's discuss it from an Indian lens. So guys, I would urge you all again to please like, share, subscribe, comment, and what else you can do, you can become a participant into it. We can also have a one-on-one live stream. So guys, yeah, this is your platform, why not build it together? So I would request everyone to please come in and join us. Let's make it third pole global. Let's build a community of India first Indians. So I'll start with, okay, we'll now discuss why was this created. This is a pact. This is a response to fast changing global geopolitical alliances that are shaping the world and the West Asia, like I discussed, especially in the Muslim world as well, because we can see, I mean, Middle East or the West Asia that we call it has always been in turmoil, like for almost a century now, I would say. So yeah, and this is again the Iranian conflict has also really destabilized the region to a great extent, and now I think even the Indian interests are being compromised because of this conflict. So, and I, like I've said earlier, this alliance is also a repercussion of the military attack that was launched on Pakistan and the subsequent retreat of American soldiers in the bases under Trump. So yeah, we'll discuss that in more detailed way now. Saudi Arabia wants more security options, like I told you, because you cannot rely on Donald Trump. I mean, he's very unpredictable. Unpredictable. USA under Donald Trump has been nothing but a spoiled child. He's behaving like that. He's making United States feel vulnerable for a long period of for the future, because these alliances once formed will only harm America, because these states will not no longer depend on American security umbrella, but must they have formed their own alliances now. Even NATO NATO is also, I mean, Trump is also threatening to invade a NATO ally, the territory of Greenland, which is under the kingdom of Denmark. So yeah, like I said, these are all repercussions of Donald Trump's policies. Turkey, like I told you, seeks a greater regional influence. It wants to establish itself. Erdogan wants to establish itself as a new caliphate and a new empire. They wants to create. So yeah, Pakistan gains money because that's what it wants. That's what it dire. It is in dire need. Pakistan just want money, and what it is bringing is nothing but a nuclear bluff, which will be called out once a serious conflict breaks out. And there's a lot of, like I told you, rising instability in the Gulf region and the West Asia and the Arabian Peninsula. Iran Israel relations have been souring from the past 5 decades, and all these things that are happening, global power shift that is taking place, India, emergence of India and other uh, middle powers, the rise of BRICS, all these things are linked, and that is where these three countries have come together to form an Islamic NATO. Will it be successful? Let's see, because they do not have a. I mean, this is the first time they have a military pact, but there's also a lot of Islamic countries have formed their own alliances, and they are nothing but lip syncs, and they don't bring any heft to the table. And will it be a toothless tiger? I mean, it seems like that, but only the time will tell. And like I told you, the growing threat of from regional conflict and terrorism, proxy wars of the how uh, these these are the challenges that these countries face. Let me have some water. I told you, shifting away from the U.S. defense Muslim world solidarity narrative. Now, there's this great article by S.P. Huntington, who has already established that the next battle will be battle of civilizations. So, I mean, 21st century will be battle of civilization, clash of civilizations. That's the argument that he gave, and we this is one of the first steps towards it. I mean, they are forming a military alliance based on solely on the basis of religion. So now, if the Christian countries form the same, will that be against the values of peace and secularism? I mean, yes, it will be, but this is how unpredictable and unstable the world is becoming. So it's just a matter of time. I think the clash of civilization, I'm also a believer into it, that it will be an inevitable, especially after the lot of migration taking place. I mean, the Western world is has now realized the menace of uncontrolled migration that is taking place in their cities. Their way of working, their way of staying is being gradually, and some in some places very rapidly being taken away. I mean, if you look at London and the English world, England, they have been they have not been able to tackle this threat of illegal, uncontrolled migration. And this is where the rise of right in West has become prominent. I mean, Donald Trump is also a result of that. Only a counter narrative against globalization. The country is becoming more protectionist, and yeah, all these things are now coming onto the foray. So yeah, I think clash of civilization, like SP Huntington said, would be crucial. Is the next inevitable step that we see happening, and I think the first step towards it has been taken by the forming of this alliance based solely on religion. So this is what I told you. I mean, what are the specialty of these three countries? What do they bring to the table? I mean, of course, we all know that how rich the Saudis are, and how much financial heft the Saudi state has, energy dominance, strategic location in the Gulf. On one, it sits near Red Sea, It borders with the Gulf as well. It borders with the Arabian Peninsula as well. So Arabian Sea as well. So yeah, it has a very strategic location, and of course, soft power. We cannot forget the soft power of Saudi Arabia, because it has two holy shrines of Muslims, Mecca, Medina. So yeah, it is already considered as a spiritual and the religious leader of the Muslim world. And here we'll talk about now about Turkey. So Turkey, of course, its drone technology, and of course its experience military with and that has a military training of NATO and advanced defense industry. Like I told you, drones, missile, and armor, growing global defense exports. Turkey is exporting. I mean, many of the drones that were used against India. Um, during Operation Sindoor by Pakistan were of Turkish origin. India had raised concern about it with these with the Turkish government, of course. And like I told you, strategically, Turkey is really important because it sits on the gateway of Asia and Europe, and that's make it a lot of. So yeah, now we'll discuss Pakistan. Pakistan, like I told you, it's a military core, nuclear deterrent. That's it. It prevents nothing except for military. And of course, इनके जो soldiers होते हैं, uh, they are thrown into the battle just to get killed. I mean, and to kill the innocent civilians. I mean, Pakistanis become. I mean, Pakistani जो बहुत रोते हैं Palestinians के लिए, and I mean, there was a time when they had murdered Pakistani military has Pakistani army has murdered innocent uh, Palestinians during the 70s, I guess. Like I told you, the pact brings together money, military, and nuclear capabilities and technology. So yeah, that's all it. It brings financial backing, strategic legitimacy, because three countries are there. So strategic legitimacy, diplomatic have to be milta hai, especially to Pakistan as well. These are the things that these countries bring. And is this military alliance against any particular country? No, it is not, and but not particularly towards India, because India's navy is quite capable of combating these, because these countries might be militarily good, but Indian Navy, they do not stand against Indian Navy. And uh, but yes, they could have certain potential threat towards India. So we'll discuss that. I mean, stronger Pakistan, of course, it's a threat for India, because Pakistan does not automatically become stronger here, but it gets emboldened to try some adventure against India, like doing certain. What can it do? I mean, terror attack only. That's what it can do. It cannot go on a conventional war front against India. It cannot. I mean, if they have tried it 4 5 times, they have been. उनको पता है इनके साथ क्या हुआ है. सो या और इसका जो है इंडिया के नेबरहुड पे काफी इम्पैक्ट पड़ सकता है, बिकॉज there have been talks of Bangladesh joining it. I mean, what's the use of Bangladesh? What threat does Bangladesh has? But yeah, that's where I would say if the encirclement of India could become an issue. I mean, if there is one way there is Pakistan, and on the other eastern flank there will be another Islamic NATO ally, that is Bangladesh, and in future Maldives can also become a problem there in that front. So this could also lead to arms race. I mean, between India and Pakistan, and globally as well. I mean, this is not a very good time. The world is becoming very dangerous place and unstable with it every passing day. So yeah, if the arms race goes in, we will not be able to allocate sufficient resources towards fighting, I would say, poverty, unemployment, of course, all other sectors which makes our life better will be impacted because government will have a limited budget, and if a neighbor is sufficiently modernizing its military arsenal, India will have no choice but to do the same. So yeah, that will only make the world even more unstable, and especially this region. And also India will have to fight a diplomatic battle, because if they are forming a military alliance here, they will also be in together in many of the other sectors and any many other fronts as well. So yeah, and of course, if God forbid there is a conflict in future, and India is heavily, and I do not mean it lightly, India depends heavily on imports from the peninsula, Arabian Peninsula, especially from Saudi Arab, uh, Kuwait, and all these places. India's supply chains are quite linked or interlinked with these region, with this region. I mean, in the Gulf, India has a lot of diaspora there in Saudi Arab. So yeah, that could become problematic as well. So I won't say it is necessarily against India, but yeah, Pakistan thinks that it is against India, but actually the reality could be different. And how effective it will be, only the time can tell. Yeah. So, like I told you, the bottom line remains that the pact is not an immediate military threat to India, but it could reshape regional alignments, empower Pakistan, create a long term strategic diplomatic challenge for India, like I told you. So, yeah, these are very testing times and these are very unstable times. So, whatever the steps that India will take, will have to keep in mind that it does not threaten the security and of India. Also, ensure that we continue to progress on an optimum level to become a a Viksit country by 2047. We don't have to, we don't have to digress from that, because that is very important. If the economic growth of India must continue its economic growth, and if we digress from that, and then I think we'll miss a great opportunity of demographic dividend as well. So yeah, India is also forming alliances. India has formed alliance with, not a military alliance, but we are like I told you in previous lives. I think India is selling BrahMos, Akash, and other Tejas as well. I think to Armenia or Cyprus or Greece, we are forming alliances. Recently, Mr. Jaishankar also met the Greece foreign minister's counterpart, and because Turkey and Greece has certain disputes, and we are, if Turkey is siding in Pakistan, we have also certain cards to play. So I think yeah, this is the live. I think I'm willing to end it now. And like I told you, the key takeaway for India is to stay vigilant, strengthen capabilities, ensure its partnership is deeper, wider, and future ready. And the best way is to get self-sufficient, self-reliant. Do not rely on others for security, for energy, secure for everything. I mean, we have to form alliances based on our interests, but also we have to make sure that make in India's the own defense military industry complex grows leaps and bound. For that, we have to invest heavily in defense. But like I told you, we also have to be wary that defense doesn't take away the chunk of resource that we needed to develop to have an optimum economic growth. So yeah, I think मैं यहाँ पे ही अपना ये लाइफ में ख़त्म करता हूँ. Today I'm not even feeling well. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if not, I think I will be ending my monologue here. So और मैं फिर से आप लोगों को बताना चाहूँगा guys. So please, this is your platform. So please like, subscribe, share. We'll grow together. I have many plans going forward. So for that, I would need your support, guys. So please continue to support. Yeah, it's your platform. It's platform for India. India first, third pole. Like I told you, it's not first world. It's not second. It's the voice of the third. It is the voice of global south, and it's the voice of India. So yeah, we will pitch our voice, we will scream out loud, we will bring our sharp key analysis, we will put forward our unapologetic views on every topic that concerns us. And we are Indians and we will make our voice heard. So please guys, I would request you again to please like, subscribe, share, comment, and if you have any suggestions, please feel free to comment. And we will meet tomorrow or day after with a new topic to discuss. Okay, so if you guys want to discuss any other topic, so please let me know in the comment sections. And to you guys, till then, stay well, stay healthy, and Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. It's me signing off. Thank you.